Hello everyone, today I Ashika will be sharing all the remodeling and the interior designing tips to you all. So let's get started. First of all, determine your style. How do you want a space to feel? Here's a trick to follow the hone in your style. Yes, the hone in your style. Take a look at your closet. Whether do you want a looser clothes, comfortable one or the tighter one? How your eyes gravitate to certain colors, certain group of colors. And another way to help is thinking about the keywords, how your style is. While browsing on Pinterest, I'm selecting all the images that I dislike and I'll categorize it into a category and will fix the dislike things and carry on to the like things further. Now, the second point is you have to figure out the things that you don't like at all. It is a lot more easier for the people to express what they don't like. By putting dislike into equation, we can narrow down some lanes and keep both the things in equation and can solve a big problem. For example, the bold single lines, the vertical lines we used to hate. Every kid used to hate and used to like that bright colors, cartoons and things. So we know that the bold scale print we used to avoid in our own space. So we need to see that there's certain color that might evoke feelings of a past trend that you aren't eager to repeat. So then evoking those past trends that one doesn't like to repeat is wrong. So we have to make a systematic planning of the things that we don't like at all. These memories, these memories and reactions are very personal to individual but also define our taste. Therefore, the main motive is we need to avoid our dislikes and keep them into an equation. Third point is plan your own space. Space planning, which impacts scale, is essential. People often use furniture that is too large or too small for a space. I like to blame certain interior companies which saturate the interior furniture, which is very bad. Build around the furniture that you actually have the space for. Like everything in a room should have space saturated. In a room, there should be proper space analysis done. Like for watching TV, the space should be different. For working, the space should be different. For sleeping, the space should be different. And the furniture should be made accordingly. There should be no large furniture kept everywhere. But furniture should be in a balance to each other. Think about the balance of a space. For larger room, consider establishing zones. This is the this is the most important key to everything. Even though I love symmetry, yes, I love symmetry. Think about the visual weight and distribution to balance out the space. Proportions and proportions and scale are a key to every design. So proportion and scale should be met accordingly to functional areas. Coming on to the fourth point, which is the most necessary one, is sample your paint. Paint selection is one of the most important, cost-effective choice of a client, interior designer and an architect. Proper paint color choices harmoniously connect spaces. It connects spaces harmoniously. Consider the house as a whole. You may risk creating disjointed room. The room looks disjointed if you paint one room at a time. Take into account how color affects our mood. Different color create different sensation to different people. Some color make us happy, some colors make us calm, and some color also make us agitated. I have been known to paint dark contrast doors to lighter shades of the room. Sample actual paint color on your wall. You can sample paint your wall, the actual paint colors, to try looking at options. Observe them in natural light, morning light, and even in night you can observe. Often a go-to color that worked well in a project should not go to the other project as a designer. The things, the aroma, the situation are different in different projects too. What might work at the friend's home might not work at your home. The tips at the paint are a very helpful starting point, but what looks good on paper does not look good practically. So you can swatch a paint on a real wall and you can watch it on the entire day, midnight and night. So let's make a summary of all those points that we realized we did today. The first point was determining and analyzing your style preferences. Second one was ignoring all the dislikes, all the disliked things in a design and keeping it settled. Third one was how to manage your space, the spatial management and feel your own space and zoning it differently. Fourth one is how to select a paint color, how to analyze a paint shade for a project. Thank you. Today we did 4 points. I hope you understood it quite well. I'll be coming up with the next video tomorrow.